Let's see pumping lemma property, what it says. See, basically it is for regular languages. Okay, so what it is saying, it's saying that if L be any infinite regular language and W belongs to L such that the length of it should be greater than or equal to n for some positive integer n can be anything, okay, then W can be decomposed into three strings W equal to x, y, z such that y should not be null, mod of xy means should not be less than or equal to n, and for every k greater than or equal to 0 the string x y power k z is also in L. What it says, are you getting anything? You won't have get anything. See what it's saying, it says that if you are having any infinite regular language, see we have seen so many languages that were infinite, correct, and with the help of DFA we were, how we were handling it, we were just we were having that type of state and we were putting the what loop to handle the any infinite pattern. Okay, so what I mean to say is, see, if a language is a regular language, okay, if a language is a regular language and it is infinite, okay, infinite means the number of strings can be, any number of strings can be there, okay, so it says that there should exist some sort of pattern there. See what it says, you take any string from that language and you just make it like this, you just take any W string from it and decompose it into three parts or three substrings x, y and z. Now what it says, it says that you can also put in x power k z term, that small string, okay, what it means, you can pump the y part of it and you can, if you get any of the language that should also be present in the regular this in regular language. Are you getting or not? See, with the help of example you get everything. So basically what it says if there is a infinite, or if there is an infinite regular language, then W can be decomposed into three substrings or three strings, that is x, y, z, and there should and we, if we pump the y part of it, whatever string we get, that also will be present in the but L. Okay, are you getting? See, with the help of example you get to know everything. Basically what it says, it is actually a negativity test. Okay, let's see what it is saying. With the help of example it will be more clear. For example, let's say I have a string a power n such that n is greater than equal to 1. Okay, here sigma is a only. Okay, now tell me, is it regular language or not? Yeah, why? Because we have a finite automata for it. A language is said to be regular if a finite automata exists for it. How we can draw the finite automata? See, it is first of all find the language present in it. Put n equal to 1 because it is the minimum value. Okay, put n equal to 1, it becomes a. Put n equal to 2, it becomes a a a and so on. So language is finite or infinite? Infinite. Whenever the language is in infinite, just draw the skeleton for smallest possible string and then we'll put the a part here. This is what, this is the language and this is the finite automata for this language. Are you getting? Now see, now pumping lemma says what? We already know that it is an infinite regular language. Okay, so now it says that you take any string from it. Let's say I make it as a W. See, you take any string from it. I have taken W equal to a. Okay, now you decompose into three parts. What were those? X, y, z. Okay, I decomposed it into three parts. Now it says that you can pump the y part any number of time. See, if I pump y once, by one time, it will become what? A. Getting? I have pumped y one time. I pumped the y part one time, it became a l. See, the string should present in the l. Is it present? Yeah, of course. See, you might think that why I have taken this. See, take this example. Let take this as x, this as y, this as z. Now if I pump this y again, what it will become? Overall string will become a a. These three a's will become four, and one more a was already there. Now check, please check, this string is present in the language or not? Yes, it is present. So this is the property of the pumping lemma. This is actually what pumping lemma says. What it says, if a language is a regular language and also it is infinite, then you take any w as a string from that language and decompose it into three parts or three strings as a x, y and z. When you pump the y part of it, the resulting string should also be in the l. That is what pumping lemma says. Okay, now you might get confusion here. See, I'm already saying that a language is regular and also infinite. Then this condition is true for it. Okay, now what it says, now what is the application of it? How we are going to apply the pumping lemma? See, it says that suppose this is the pumping lemma and you give any of the language. Okay, if it pass the pumping lemma, see, now I am saying that it is not regular. Actually, we don't know is it regular? It is regular or not? We don't know. If say some language is there and we pass the pumping lemma property of, if it passes the pumping lemma property, then we can say it doesn't guarantee that need not to be regular. But if the language fails the pumping lemma property, it is guarantee that not regular. How it fails? I'll show you with the help of example. See, let's say one more example, you will get to know everything. Let's say we have a power n, b power n such that n is greater than equal to 1. This is the language. Okay, now let's say this is the language. So what are all the language, what are all the strings? So language containing strings are a, b. When you put n equal to 1 here, it becomes a, b. Then a, b, b. Then a, b, 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 and so on. So language is finite or infinite? Infinite. But we don't know whether it is regular or not. We want to check with the help of pumping lemma either we can, what we can say for this language. Okay, so so what it says, you take any of the string. Let's take, I take this string as a w equal to a, b, b. Okay, now let's say I take this string as a w. It becomes a, b, b, b. Okay, first check a part. Let's okay, let's see. You might ask, sir, how to take x, y, z? It basically depends on you. Whatever you assume, you can take it. Let's suppose I take this as x, this a as y, and this a as z. Okay, now what pumping lemma says, you please pump the y part, and whatever the resulting string becomes, it should be present in the language. Okay, let's see, for any regular language. Okay, Now let's see, if I pump the y part once, it becomes what? a a a a, one a became 2, and then b b b. You please check whether the string is in the language or not. No, it is not present in the language. So whenever we have a certain language for which some pattern is not present, or pumping lemma does not satisfied, or pumping lemma fails here, so what it actually, pumping lemma property is, what is happening, pumping lemma fails here. Okay, so we are sure that it is not a regular language. Are you getting? See what it's saying. I give certain language, if it fails the pumping lemma property, then it is not regular. This is what this is. I have shown you one of the example. See, you might think I can take other. See, wait, yeah, let's see. What happened to pen? Why it is not working? Let's change the color. Maybe it works. Now it's working. Yeah. So what I told you, that now the pumping lemma property fails here, so it is not regular. We are guarantee that it is, this language is not regular. Okay. Now you please now you might think, sir, can we take this part as xyz? Yeah, obviously you can take. Let's take, suppose w is equal to a, why this is happening, b b and then b. Let's take, divide this part as x, y and then z. Now if I pump this part, y part, the resulting string will be a a a b b b b. Is it present in the language? Please check. No, it is not present. Why? Because same number of a and b's we want, so we are sure that this language is not regular. Now you might also think that, sir, please take, I don't know what is happening is, see why pen is not working. P, I think I should write slowly, then it will work. Let's say okay, are you getting? So you might think, why can't we take this whole as one y and this as x and this as z? See what will happen when you are going to pump this y part, what it will become, it is here a b and then again a b. You are going to pump it now. See, actually once b have occurred, we don't want any a's to come. This is what our language is saying. So it again fails the pumping lemma property. So we are sure that it is not a regular language. Okay. Now you please see here. What it is saying, if a language L is there and I passes it with the pumping lemma, then if it fails the pumping lemma property, then it is guarantee that a language, that language is not regular. Okay. Now if the language passes the pumping lemma property, then it is not guarantee that it is not regular. It may be regular or may not be regular. Okay. For this, let's see one more example. Let's see here itself. Let's suppose a power n is there. What is happening here? Such that n is greater than equal to 1. Okay. And we don't know whether this language is regular or not. Earlier we have already seen that this language is regular, but let's assume that we don't know this language is regular or not. This is the language which is given. So what are all the strings which are present? A, A. I don't know what happened to this pen, why it is behaving very badly. Let's change the color once. Maybe it become right. Let's try. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It came. Yeah. So language is A A A A A A. Why it is not working? Still it's not working. Let's decrease the font. Other is A A and so on. Okay, so language is finite or infinite? Infinite. Okay, so now let's assume I take this part as W. Let's take W equal to A A A. Okay, now let's take this as X Y and then Z. Okay, now if you pump the Y part of it, what it will become? A. You please write it. Why I don't know why it is not working. A A A. Okay. Now please check whether this language is this string is present in the language or not. Yes, of course it is present. So we are not guaranteed that it is regular. It may be regular, may not be regular. Okay. This is what pumping lemma says. Now let's suppose you have one example such that a power n such that n is greater than equal to 1 union a power n b power n such that n is greater than equal to 1. ये तो that we have already seen. See. So what is the language going to be? A and so on. Here what you will get? A B A B B and so on. Now this part we have seen. I'm telling you, I'm taking this example to show you why pumping lemma doesn't guarantee that it is regular. See what happens. This part will be passing the pumping lemma. Okay, and this part fails the pumping lemma, right? We have already seen. Now overall whole language fails because language containing everything, it is union applied in between. So overall it fails it. So we can see what happens if you take the string from this side, the pumping lemma property will be passing it. If you take the string from this side, the pumping lemma property will be failing it. So that is why pumping lemma property does on passing of it doesn't guarantee that it is regular. But if a string fails to pass the pumping lemma property, it is sure that the string is not regular. That is why we can say that pumping lemma is a negativity test. Okay, I think you got everything about the pumping lemma. So now let's see what are the notes which is given. Now if you read this, it will be very clear to you. So basically what it says, for any infinite language, if it is passes the pumping lemma property, then we are not guaranteed that it is regular. But if it doesn't pass the pumping lemma property, we are guaranteed that it is not regular. Okay, what it means. There are some of the points. See, every regular language satisfies the pumping lemma property. That is, we have that is what actually pumping lemma says. If it is a regular language, infinite, it is going to pass the pumping lemma. Okay. Now, if a language does not satisfy the pumping lemma, then it is sure that language is not regular. That is what pumping lemma says. We have already seen many examples. Now, third point says that if a language L satisfies the pumping lemma property, then L need not to be regular. Actually, we are not guaranteed that it is going to be a regular, and we have seen the example also. Sorry. So we can say that pumping lemma is used to prove some of the languages are not regular. See, if a language is given, you please apply the pumping lemma, and if it doesn't passes the pumping lemma, we are sure that it is not regular. Okay. So this is how pumping lemma works. So basically it is a negativity test. Okay. So thank you all. Okay then.